شكرا جزيلا. الكلمة الآن للوكالة الدولية للتنمية.
Mr. Vice President, my NGO is very honored to be floor to speak before your respected council under the agenda item 8 in the context of Vienna Declaration and Program of Action. Mr. Vice President, in Morocco, and especially in its southern provinces, changes have been significant and visible. Under a state that has undergone considerable economic, social and environmental reforms, the population of those provinces, since their decolonization, have experienced profound changes in matters of public policy and governance. Indeed, substantial progress has been made in terms of social welfare, reduction of poverty, and equality exceeding the international average. Similarly, many gains have been reinforced in the areas of security, life expectancy, generalization of education, creation of employment, and access to basic public services and housing. Unfortunately, a few hundred miles from the southern regions of Morocco, a real humanitarian disaster persists for more than 35 years. Mr. Vice President, some groups and armed militias with the support of some signatory states continue to intentionally and systematically violate the VDPA. Polisario fell short of meeting international obligations as the Sahrawis held in the Polisario-run camps in the Algerian territory continue to be victims of grave human rights violations. One of the most preoccupying examples of these violations is that the Polisario leaders, in collusion with senior Algerian officials, continue to refuse to grant Sahrawis free access outside the camps. Making matters worse and a clear breach of their international obligations, the Polisario have refused to allow a census to count, register, and provide internationally recognized documentations for the Sahrawi population, which is contradiction of their rights to travel documents. Unfortunately, Algeria has again failed to ensure the safety and well-being of the detained Sahrawis in its own soil. It is a tragedy that thousands of innocent civilians have been held hostage in the Polisario Algeria-run camps that is in its third decade. Mr. Vice President, my NGO regrets that the persistence of the violation of the VDPA by the signatory states and urges your Honorable Council to intervene to put an end to this violation. Please let the people of Tindouf camps go. Thank you, Mr. Vice President.